Good morning. This is Holly with Holly's Joys. And I just realized that I have never really said why I've written these books. This one is The Next 12 Steps from Surviving to the Life That You Deserve, and then Musing My Way to Peace While Loving an Addict. Well, I have someone I love in my life who struggles with the disease of addiction, and it's been really, really difficult for me to find peace, maintain my balance, have a loving and joyous life. And I mean, really, that's the gift that I need to give to everyone in my circle of influence, right? Is just being the best person that I can be. So, on my journey finding peace and manipulating my world in the way that best suits me was not really working. So, I found some better ways to go with the flow type. And it really does go against my personality. But there are a lot of ways to incorporate that idea of flow without it rubbing up against your autonomy and things that you want to do. So that's what my book is about. And I'm going to read you some of it right now. And we're still in the boundaries chapter, which is chapter 5. And this is um, page 68. And this is a section that really was beneficial to me as I was writing it and living it. And I mean, these are just my lived experiences and the things that I found, coping skills and different tricks and tips that worked for me to find peace. Okay, here we go. I really struggled with my personal pain and extreme discomfort over my loved one's disease of addiction. It wasn't as much about trying to change her actions, although I definitely wanted them to change. It was about my feeling vulnerable and feeling pressured to participate in the chaos of addiction. I was in pain, loads of pain. I needed a boundary, any boundary. So, we're going to talk about pain as a motivator. Of course, we're starting with definitions. Attempting to get on the same page is essential to communication and toward understanding of ourselves. Definition of pain is misery, torment, trouble, physical or mental suffering, or distress. And the definition of motivator generally is something that provides reason or incentive to change. And so I was in misery and torment, and I felt very troubled inside, and I was struggling physically, like I was having medical and not little medical things, like huge medical things. And it was really my mental state of chaos in it. My struggle, my pain was showing in my physical body. So let's continue. Pain is a signal or notification that needs addressing or checked into with the possibility of making necessary change. When we experience exhaustion, resentment, or anxiety that comes from weak or non existent boundaries, it signals that something needs to shift. Instead of viewing pain as suffering, we can see it as an invitation to act. So we will recognize where weak boundaries are draining your energy, reframe boundaries as self-care rather than selfishness, and learn to set and maintain boundaries with confidence and raise your awareness. So that's just a little taste of what's inside this book. And there are a lot of things that I discussed that helped me personally to find peace. And here's what the book looks like. It's available on Amazon. It's called The Next 12 Steps by Holly Gorman. And I also have one called Musing My Way to Peace. And I'm not really here to sell books. I'm just here to help. I'm actually reading the entire book bit by bit to you. So if you watch my videos, you're getting the whole thing anyway. But if you need it, to have it in hand, because I spent a lot of time reading over different things, and it did help me. I mean, in my journey. So whatever is your journey and whatever works for you. And that's what I have for you today. I appreciate you all being here. I know the struggle. I can relate to the suffering and the pain that goes along with seeing someone you love struggle. Any kind of struggle, really, but addiction is particularly nefarious. And if you'd like to see more of what I have to say on the topic, I'm on YouTube at Holly's Joys. And I do lots of different videos, but all my videos are with the intention of giving you hope and empower you as a person. And I mean, that's been a struggle for me. So I want to give that back as I am on my journey to find more of peace and empowerment. And we'll see you next time. Have a blessed day. Bye.